Yo, I just got a little hustle, got a little work, couple little jobs for the eyes, a little dirt, couple ends for my troubles, couple little perks, never took orders well, self-sufficient little jerk, lining up the sheep and preparing to sink my teeth in, the AKA's the Wulf, for a effing reason, insomniac demon, hardly ever sleeping. What's good, y'all? This is the WulfWords podcast with your host Taji Akeeb. Got my co-host Damon G in the building this week. This is episode, I guess, 1. When it's a pilot, did that count as 1?
The pilot does.
It count as 1?
Yeah. Like
so I guess
01.
Alright, so I guess it's episode 2. This is rebranded from the Underground Railroad podcast. If y'all used to listen to the Underground Railroad, if you heard the show last week, decided to do a rebranding, start fresh for reasons that you heard last week if you listened to that podcast. And I told y'all we'd be having some of my former co-hosts hosting on this one, here and there as they are available, I guess. So we got David G, comedian extraordinaire, in the building today. So it's always some crazy stuff going on these days, especially since since the COVID era started, and the police brutality thing and all that. Although police brutality been going on, but it's been popular lately.
It's been popular. It's been what's hot in the streets.
Yeah, it's been popular lately, especially since all the quarantine, all this stuff been happening at the same time. But people's sensitivities are heightened and everything, so it's always some new hot topic, some controversial topic in the news. And one of the more recent ones had to do with Sha'Carri Richardson, track star Sha'Carri Richardson being
So is she being kicked out?
Yeah, like she
being kicked out, right? The last thing I saw, she
wasn't
allowed to be in the Olympics.
Yeah, I guess would it be called suspension or?
I don't think she bowed out, so I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if the 1 month thing was called suspension when they did that. I guess so, because it was for a 1 month ban.
But how do you do that in the Olympics?
Do what?
The 1 month.
That's what that's their determination. I mean, she was. I mean, everybody should know about this at this point, but she was caught using a banned substance, weed. All right, she was smoking weed, and they said she couldn't.
They said suspended.
All right,
so
Voodoo's Day. Oh yeah, we are doing this with our Instagram Live audience in attendance, so we may be reading comments from our Instagram Live audience as we do the show. Voodoo Daddy confirmed to suspended, so she was suspended for a month, and for using a banned substance, which is weed, and it started a lot of controversy, especially with the black community, who a lot of them felt like, it's a race thing.
If you think about it, so they did the same thing to Phelps.
Right, but he was 3 months. Phelps was 3 months, if I'm not mistaken.
They gave him 3 months?
Yeah, and his was for being caught on camera using a bomb. Yeah.
It was still weed.
Yeah, but he was just caught on camera, like a picture of him, I think.
I think it was just a picture.
Yeah, and he got banned for 3 months. Suspended.
But weed don't enhance your performance, so I don't understand.
It don't matter. Like it's on the banned substance list.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
A substance is a substance, I guess.
Yeah. So my thing is, if you want to protest, it should just be about getting that substance off the. But it shouldn't. It's not a race thing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody who gets caught smoking weed, they're going to get suspended.
Yeah, especially if they. Yeah. Phelps was bigger than her at this point.
Right.
When he got suspended, didn't he get suspended twice?
I'm not sure.
Maybe that's why it was 3 months the last.
No, I'm not sure. Like I'm not sure, but I think he got suspended the one time for 3 months. If anybody watching on Instagram Live has any facts on that, let us know. But Voodoo Daddy said they're behind the times, but it's still their rules. Exactly. It's like you watch NBA, right? Some of the refs calls be like, don't make no sense. We'd be like, why would you call that call? But it's in the rule book. They have to call it, right? Yeah. So it's like some of the rules make no sense. Some of the charging things, like why are you calling this is stupid? But the bottom line is it's in the rule book, so they got to call it. You know what I mean?
Like I get it. I never thought it was a race thing. Then they start pulling up she don't like gays or something, or she said gay stuff, or she said something.
So they start digging into her Twitter and stuff like that.
Twitter, yep.
She
said something about if you like Nas X, unfollow me please or something.
Oh like yeah. I did see something about that.
But that could just be because his music is whack. Not necessarily because he's gay.
Right. But they gotta make it be because he gay. That's what it's about.
You can't not like gay.
Yeah, so I disagree with the whole I think we're getting off track with the whole race thing when it comes to Sha'Carri Richardson. Now, I also think it has a lot to do. I don't want to get too much into Sha'Carri Richardson thing, because I really want to talk about that TikTok thing that you put in our WhatsApp group. Mm-hmm. All right, but I think it kind of connects in the sense that there's some things that we get outraged about and we say it's about race, but then there's other things that we don't say nothing about that is definitely about race, right? And it comes down to, for me, things that we're comfortable with and things we uncomfortable with.
Right.
What would you laughing at?
Keezy. Hey, God.
Keezy, one of our former co-hosts on Underground Railroad, who could have been here today. Checks
Request to get in.
Checks in and says, no, we don't want that because it's going to mess up that sound, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Checks in. We got to set it up so that we can take calls, but we don't have it set up like that this week. Checks in and says, hey, guys. Voodoo Day says, but then she has a girlfriend supposedly, so about the gay thing, I guess.
Yeah, and that was another thing. Like, so are y'all what's the purpose of putting that out there that she said that?
I don't know. I didn't see that stuff.
I've seen that. If she got a girlfriend, why are you trying to make it seem like she hate gays? That don't make no sense.
Stupid. So anyway, Dame put something in we have a WhatsApp group, us Underground Road people and, our homies or whatever.
Should I look it
up? No, I got it on here. I gotta go out. I gotta get out of this live though. But he put something in a WhatsApp group about a guy on TikTok, Ziggy Tyler. All right, he's a creator, a creative.
He is a creator. Like, I thought he looked familiar.
Yeah. So he's a black creator and he uses TikTok, and he came out with a TikTok. It was on TikTok, right? The post where he was talking about how TikTok banned or limited his use or didn't allow some posts or whatever to use words like Black Lives Matter, black support, stuff along those lines. The app didn't allow it. Right. But then it allowed, he just as an experiment, put in words like neo-Nazi, white supremacy, stuff like that. That
went right up.
Yeah, and they allowed that. So I actually did a little bit of research. I didn't go too far into it, but I did a little research to see if other people had these kind of experiences. And I saw posts, people complain back from like February and like last year about their businesses being limited and their posts being limited when they use black empowering words and stuff like that. Yeah.
So it did work. Did you? Well, no, you don't got.
So I'm gonna read something from an article I found. So Abram Brown, who writes for Forbes, he said, so I'm just gonna read some stuff from his article he wrote. So you type words like Black Lives Matter. This guy Ziggy Tyler, who's a creator on TikTok, type some of those words, and the app wouldn't allow him to include them, flagging the words as inappropriate content and making it impossible for him to publish to the new bio. It's like a new section on TikTok that apparently allows creators to connect with, like, endorsements and stuff like that. I'm not sure if it's hashtags or not. So they didn't deny that this happened, right?
TikTok did.
Yeah, they didn't deny it. It says the content moderation algorithm within the creator marketplace launched in mid 2020 is a work in progress. So they have these excuses and stuff basically. The problem stretched into Wednesday afternoon. At that time, TikTok placed a block on anyone updating their marketplace bios. The company says it has since corrected the faulty AI, though any changes to the bios still cannot go through. TikTok says the algorithm flagged the phrases because Tyler had also written listen to this. He had also written the word audience in his bio, and the AI had been taught to flag bios that included the word die, which is contained within the word audience. AUDIE.
What?
So that's their excuse. Words like black or Black Lives Matter, they flag those as possible hate speech.
Saying black?
Black and Black Lives Matter.
Black and Black Lives Matter.
Which, black is even worse. You can't use black. The algorithm would have drawn attention to any combination of the words die and black. For instance, if the phrase die blackberries had been there, the AI would have barred it. It's a lot of stuff here.
Yeah.
All right. The dude, Ziggy Tyler, came back with it. Like, why is it not? That's, even if you want to say it's all well and good, but why can you write out neo-Nazi and white supremacy, but you banning Black Lives Matter and stuff? You know what I'm saying?
What's the answer to that?
Right. So, again.
You can say KKK, but you can't say black. Right. What kind of sense that make?
Now, again, my thing is, TikTok, I see people going hard for TikTok, Dane. Like, I see people going in, like, their Instagram live stories, like just going doing promos for TikTok just because they love TikTok. TikTok is great for our generation and stuff like that. They doing free commercials and stuff for TikTok. Now, this is not to say that Instagram and Twitter and some of the other platforms don't have some. All these businesses have some level of racism involved, right? I mean, I complain about Instagram limiting some of my posts. I think they sneakily do stuff like that too. But my thing is, there's a difference between like somebody coming up to you and smacking you in your face, calling you a nigger, right? And somebody marching with you, like, yeah, you know, black rights, and then behind their back. Yeah. It's a difference. Like, there's levels to stuff. Yeah. You blatantly supporting a platform that's blatantly limiting anything you do that has something to do with black empowerment.
But maybe some people that seems like something you had to look up, right? So if those people are on TikTok, they probably don't even know.
A lot of people probably don't know. You're right about that. A lot of people probably don't know.
People just get on and
that's true.
Like nobody's. Let me like it's a certain type of person that will say, let me see what happened when I put in black.
Right.
Or maybe you can't say black dress. Maybe you might.
They probably don't even know. They probably don't even know it's getting limited. A lot of them.
Right.
But I mean, still, we got to be careful about what businesses we support, right? Mm-hmm. Now, stuff like this is coming out. Like I seen things popping up. Like when I researched it, I saw the stuff was going back, like I said, to February of last year, with people talking about TikTok in particular being like
racist, right?
Yeah, like
I've heard that.
So, but we don't stop using it. But and Dane, my thing is, I mean, you tell me what you think about this. Even if it came out that they were, and it became widespread knowledge that everybody knew about, do you think black people will stop using it?
No.
Why not?
Because we don't care.
Yeah, we don't stop buying products that.
That's not. Yeah. Who ain't racist? That's the answer for racist stuff that you like. The answer to that is who ain't racist. You know what I'm saying?
True. But like I said, there's levels of stuff.
You can find racism everywhere. But like you said, right. It's difference between somebody slapping you in the face and calling you a monkey. Right. Instead of whispering it behind your back. So there's a difference.
Right. Like Twitter and some other platforms have, you know, I don't know about Insta. I think it's. See, I don't want to say too much about Instagram because I'm on it right now. But like Instagram, I don't know. Twitter has at least tried to align themselves with black empowerment with some things. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, because I've seen like little fake commercial things. If you scrolling, vote and Black Lives Matter stuff, like they try to do whatever it is they try to do.
So Voodoo Daddy says Twitter and Instagram are now considered to be the old people on the block, while TikTok is a fresh new cut kid. The cycle per usual. The younger kids love it. Note we love, and then he responds to, note we love trends and what's hot. They don't care enough. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much in a nutshell what we talking about here. They don't care enough.
Take that shit away, people will
They're going to lose their minds. Yeah.
People will lose their mind if you took away any social media, not even just TikTok, but TikTok seems to be the hottest thing now. Right.
They swear by TikTok, man. Like, I talked to my niece, 21-year-old niece. She kind of in that TikTok generation. And it's, I mean, you got, you know, your little your daughters and stuff.
They watch it like it's a TV show.
I don't think they can sacrifice it, man. Like, if it was public knowledge, widespread knowledge that it's a racist platform, I'm not sure they'd be able to stop.
That's a good question, because one of the twins is very into racist stuff.
Right.
So she won't eat somewhere. She won't eat somewhere, stuff like that. Hold on, I'm sorry. This is one of them right now. Hold on.
Calling you?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. So.
Hello?
Get out of here if you're going to be on the phone. So my question to people, like, if you do know about this racist element with some of these platforms and you still using it, I want to know why. Because, I mean, if you in it for business, I understand, like, you in it for business and you found like a loophole on some level with using these platforms. Like, you found a loophole that allows you to make money or whatever, and this is, you know, this is providing you with sustenance. This is how you make your living. I mean, I could see it on some levels in that regard, but if you're not doing anything that's beneficial to humanity on some level, and you're just using it for frivolous purposes, I don't understand the need to use some of these platforms. like it's going to kill you if you can't use it. Keezy says his daughter, Keezy on Instagram says his daughter watched TikTok like crazy. He picks her up from work tonight, and I will show. He pick her up from work tonight. He'll show her the post. So I guess Keezy want to say he's gonna see what his daughter has to say about it. Yeah, it's addictive. I think social media in general is addictive to a lot of people. It's hard to stand outside of that world of social media and be an individual these days, because our lives are like the younger generation coming up on social media. They pretty much that's their form of social livelihood. Social media, you know what I'm saying? Yep. It's not like when we was growing up, we was going out and socializing stuff.
But I'm glad you said something, because I should text her, because she's really.
Was that her?
No, that was Mari. One of the twins is really militant when it comes to racist stuff. Like anything racist, she ain't doing it. She ain't eating there if she hear anything.
Test it out and see what she say.
I'm gonna just text her.
Now I do a lot of black empowerment I have a lot of black empowerment type of activity with my whole brand, right? Mm-hmm. And I've encountered some of these limiting moves by Instagram with some of my posts. Like when it's anything revolving around something I do that's black empowering, or even if it's just something promoting my brand on some levels, I find that Instagram limits the reach. Like the WulfWords pilot post last week, it reached like 300 people.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, like 300 people. That's nothing. And I post something on, something that have nothing to do with that is reaching, into the thousands.
Thousands, I'm about to say.
So it's like, and I don't know if it has something to do with today, but I find it hard to believe like it is that much of a difference. You know what I mean? And it seems to do that with all of my posts. When I post something in the story, same thing.
Maybe it's the black thing.
It could be. So with me, it's like the problem here is you're using the platform as your way to reach a lot of people. Mm-hmm. So to not do that, you're reaching less people. But I'm doing something that I feel like is beneficial to society and stuff like that. If I'm on there just having fun, I'm talking more to the people that's on there having fun, right? Mm-hmm. If it's your business, if it's your livelihood, it's hard to detach yourself from it. If you're doing something that you feel like can help the people, and I say the people, not just black people, just people, period, humanity, it's hard to detach yourself from it because it's your way of reaching them. Mm-hmm. But if you're just on there having fun, and a lot of TikTok is frivolous. Right. There's people on there doing stupid stuff.
Because like I told you, the twins watch it like a TV show. So I just asked her. I said, hey, Morgan, you heard TikTok supposedly racist. She said, yeah.
She knew?
Yeah, she knew.
So what's she saying? What you got to say about it?
I'm waiting for her to respond. And you still using it? Because I want to see what she say. Because she'll tell the truth. She'll be like, yeah, but...
Which one is that? Morgan. All right. So here's something to think about, y'all. Black money, black activity, black culture, and creativity. That's what keeps businesses like TikTok afloat. If you look at TikTok, they using black music, they doing all them dances and stuff, right? Go ahead.
She said she still uses it. It's only racist to creators.
What? See? She's making an excuse.
Yep, I told you.
Oh my God, yeah.
And she goes on marches and everything.
All right, we'll address that later, man. So black. If you look at TikTok, they using black songs. They do the dances and stuff to the black songs. Black culture is appropriated by every other race or whatever on there. It thrives off of black culture, right? Mm-hmm. They can't survive without black culture. Same way some of these businesses can't survive without the black dollar supporting it.
Nothing can really survive without it.
So my thing is, it comes down to our inability to sacrifice our comforts, right? We can complain about Sha'Carri. That's why I brought up Sha'Carri Richardson. We can complain about that because they're not allowing her to compete in the Olympics. And by the way, she can't compete in any now. She can't even do the relays now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she can't. She's not competing at all. So she got to wait, in 3 years or whatever.
Well, they about to stop it anyway because of the Rona.
They might, yeah. So
she might have lucked out.
Right. But anyway, but so you see that all over social media, just racist, blah blah blah. But then this is something that nobody want to say anything about because the hard sacrifices, the hard thing, this will require a life change for people. Yep. That's harder for us to do. Yeah, it's easy to go out and complain and protest about certain things. It's really insignificant, right? Because this was a rules violation. It was legit, right? But we don't want to say nothing about that. Like, look at your daughter. Like, she making excuses for that because it requires a life change.
Yep.
It requires the hard
they
thing.
Literally have nothing to do. They watch it like TV. Like, literally, anytime their phone's in their hand, it's on TikTok. It's never not TikTok. I've never walked past their phones and they've been looking at something and it's been either like Instagram or something like that. Well, they don't got Facebook, but it's never any. They both got Instagram, but I never see them looking at it. I always see.
So Instagram is the old people's app now.
Yeah, I mean, if I told them I was getting on TikTok, they'd be like, "Dad, no, don't do it." They would say,
I don't have no interest in getting on TikTok outside of.
But can't you create?
Yeah, but it's another thing.
Towards you.
Yes, I'm gonna deal with the same thing that I deal with somewhat, but probably even in a more extreme level than I deal with on Instagram, because Instagram at least allows those words. They've allowed them in posts that I've promoted. They allow it. YouTube
But they just don't let a lot of people see it.
Right. Now, no, if you're paying for the promotion, it circulates. But if you just post a regular post and use those hashtags, I feel like Instagram limits it a little bit.
They might.
Like, I'm careful about what hashtags I use on Instagram, because I feel like even like real hip hop, I think, was on a band.
What? I used to use that all the time.
Did your post reach anybody?
You made me think about
I don't think it's on there now, but I think at one point it was.
Why would real hip hop be banned?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe because they want to promote stupid hip hop.
Well, then that makes sense.
Yeah.
You put real hip hop in it was like, You put stupid hip hop in it was like, accept.
Yeah. Look, people think this is all like this is conspiracy theory, but it's not. Like, these companies are in bed with anything that helps dumb down any institution or phenomenon, whatever it is that dumbs down humanity. It's a real thing, man. And your daughter, my niece, whoever, they don't care what violations they have.
To them.
Yeah, they're going to we enslaved at this point. Like, we're mentally trained, and I don't know how to get out of this. Like, I like to try to offer solutions, but I don't know how to get out of this one, man.
Because the only solution is to get off TikTok, and that
you ain't getting people off TikTok. Yeah,
that's not happening.
I mean, I do what I do. I mean, I do what I do with my music and my messages and stuff, doing this podcast, talking about it. I mean, that's something. You know what I mean? But they probably get mad and turn the podcast off. Those kids ain't going to listen to this.
No. I think I might have asked them to be on the show one time about something.
We had remember that white dude that was trying to work with us that time when I almost had to beat up?
Yeah.
He had a good idea, actually, of making a podcast interactive with the youth. Like, have them join in on a podcast and have big discussions and stuff. Yeah. He said, he was actually like, we need that. Like, we need y'all to tell us about this stuff.
Definitely. But I had the other twins, the boy twins that come on the show.
They ain't, how old are they? They ain't that young, are they?
They're in the 30s.
They ain't stupid, though, I don't think. Are they?
Nah.
Yeah. Stupid.
They ain't stupid, though.
What was you gonna say?
I was just saying, like, I was telling her, because they always be like, yeah, you gotta have me on the show. And I'd be like, yo, y'all gotta come on to be young correspondents.
Mm-hmm.
But
they millennials. See, they not like generations. What is it? Z?
Well, yeah, like, I need the twins to come on. Twins is 16.
Yeah, they the ones that need to. Or do they even listen to podcasts? I don't even know if they listen to podcasts.
No,
that generation.
They don't listen to those damn podcasts. Then is it a TikTok podcast?
It gotta be 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if it's a 30-second podcast, they for it.
Yes, I don't even know what solutions to offer, man. I mean, we doing the best we could do. All I can say is, because somebody posted in there, older people are addicted to it too, and that's true. Only thing I could say is a message to the older people, like, listening to our podcast. Do a better job. I ain't gonna say do a better job. I ain't gonna accuse them of not raising their children, but exercise your authority when it comes to your children.
I think if I see an older person on there, they're doing it for attention.
Right.
So, I mean,
the older ones might be more lost than the younger ones because they've given in to something that they weren't even raised with. You know what I mean? The younger ones, that's their culture. Like, that's what they born into. You know what I'm saying? That's what they know. But I don't even know. Like, I don't even know if it makes sense to try to tell them to teach their youth something different, because part of it. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, they can't teach somebody nothing.
You know, I think a lot of older generation they want to be relative. Like they want to be have the youth be able to relate to them. Yeah,
up to date.
Yeah, relevant rather is the word I'm looking for. That's the
Yeah.
word, relative. But yeah, they want to be relevant, and you know, that's kind of feeding into their desire to use these apps. Their lack of attention when it comes to their children, their lack of authority, exercising their authority when it comes to their children and stuff like that. They want to relate to the children instead of the other way around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But if my kids say daddy no, I don't do it.
They say what?
If they say daddy no.
What you mean?
Like the TikTok thing, I think we was talking about it or something.
You told them not to use it?
No, but if they tell me, if they say daddy no, then I ain't doing it. I'm like, I guess I can't do that then.
Yeah.
But TikTok, they definitely yelled out daddy no.
I don't know. Like all of this stuff is Facebook was the original devil. Twitter kind of gets by. Like nobody really complain about Twitter that much. I used to hate Twitter though.
I think Twitter got more strict, right?
I'm not sure. You mean as far as like not allowing
nonsense.
hate speech
yeah,
and stuff?
They don't allow a lot of that nonsense. They'll kick. I heard Twitter kick you right
They kicked
off.
Talib Kweli off.
They did?
Yeah, they kicked him off. I just found that out.
For what?
I don't remember the details of it, but he had this back and forth with some woman on there about.
Oh, the political black John, right?
Was she political?
I think she is. It was a black lady, right?
It's a black girl, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. I think she is.
But he got kicked off because of something that was going on with that. I think that's why. All I know is he not on there no more. And I looked it up, and they said he got banned from Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter.
And I think they might have released the ban, but he didn't want to go back or something.
Yeah, Twitter don't play out of everybody. I heard Twitter kick you right off.
Yeah.
Instagram just block your posts.
Instagram blocks. So Instagram real sneaky with their stuff.
Like you think it's on there, you think you get. Why you get no likes? That y'all blocked like hell. You don't even know.
Keezy said Twitter lit now. What that? What that mean? Twitter lit now.
I got Twitter. I don't go on Twitter.
Yeah, you don't use it. It's not my favorite thing, but I'm starting to use it more. I just made a contact with just today with somebody from who worked with Chuck D. I tweeted something about Sunrise in the East project, and some girl contacted me, said contact this other girl who works with Chuck D, and you know she said they want to have me on some show they do or something. So Twitter can be very useful.
I'll go back to Twitter.
Twitter can be very useful. Keezy says it's the best platform to use. I mean, I guess. Do the younger generation use Twitter though? Like I'm talking about the Generation Z. I know my niece don't really use it. I think TikTok just got them. They pretty much all on TikTok. Yeah. I think
you can't go by my kids.
I think they all kind of like that though.
No, all right. I'm about to say you can't go by my kids.
Yeah, Keezy said no, they don't use it like that.
Yeah, it's TikTok and nothing else. Nothing else. No TV, no outside.
Anyway, let me just, if you listen to this podcast and you got this far, if you're Generation Z or you happen to get this far, just, let me just put a message out there to try to have a little bit of conviction when it comes to the things you say you believe in. Because if we don't do that, we're never going to win this war. When you out there protesting and stuff, we ain't winning. There's no way. Because the people who are oppressing this are controlling TikTok, they're controlling the airwaves, they're controlling the radio stations, all that stuff that you feed in your brain on a regular basis. All right, is largely geared towards filling your brain with nonsense and controlling.
You gotta start off
controlling
young,
who you are.
That's what they got.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Start off young.
Yep. So I'm just putting that out there, and I will continue to put that message out there, and it's gonna be filtered through a lot of things we talk about because it's really the bottom line of everything. You know what I'm saying? If they can remain in control of our minds, then slavery is never ending, and it's just that simple. All these protests and stuff that we doing don't matter. All this, anger about police brutality don't matter because they still gonna control everything at the end of the day. Yeah. We need to be more concerned about that. Let me give a shout out real quick to Zayla Avant-Garde, the first Black American spelling bee winner. Shout out to her, young teenager.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought her name was something else.
Zayla, I hope I'm saying her name correctly. Avant-Garde, first Black American spelling bee winner, 2021.
Yeah.
What's up?
And she could ball too. You see
Yeah,
that?
that's what.
She was killing them.
I hope I got the right name. I hope I ain't shouting out
Her
somebody
name was
else.
something else.
Might want to just fact check that. Check out TajiAkeeb.com. That's where all the Taji Akeeb brand is, the Wolf brand.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, Zayla Von Garde.
Guard, I think is how it's pronounced.
You don't mean
What's up with you, man? You doing any shows or anything? You still doing all that? Or no?
Yeah, I haven't gotten on those shows yet, though. It's
You still trying to do it?
yeah. I'll talk.
Because I don't think I want to rap no more.
I just recently talked to Mike like last week, so I'm supposed to be going to New York with him
When?
next week. I'm gonna try to go a couple days next week.
Like 2 shows?
No, like to do open mics and stuff with him in New York.
You ain't gonna tell nobody about it?
Meet some people.
You ain't telling nobody about it? You just gonna sneak up there?
Oh, you already know how I do.
I might be trying to go, so let me know.
Yeah, we definitely gonna do it.
All right, so that's our show for today. WulfWords podcast, the home for the questioners and the non-conformists. Yeah.
Where your wolf town at?
We got upgraded. I ain't ready for all that yet, man. I gotta get that on here.
I ain't ready for that yet.
I just wanted to get some podcasts out, but y'all get the fancy stuff. Y'all stick with it. Y'all get all that fancy stuff a little bit later. All right, we out. Taji Akeeb, the Wolf, Damon G, Wulf Pack, Wulf Back, 2 Fingers, 1 Love. Peace.
Hey, Taji Akeeb, I just want to know one thing, yo.
Yeah.
Why all these questions?
Yo, some say I'm too outspoken, Taji be on some other bitch. Cast and shook, scared to quote it, bloggers don't wanna publish it. Rather be that than a token, y'all dudes be on some rubbish shit. I'm trying to get that all in the open, on the table before expunging it. MC shunning it, fuck it, either way they ain't touching it. Either way all I want is scholarly pundits discussing it. I'm the hub of the mothership, but don't budge unless I budget it. Take orders from no man, I do what the